Well, I know this might seem noisy, but it's Thursday. The stealth camp is on. Gonna stop and eat breakfast. Head over to the doctor. As soon as I'm done, Dusty and I are on our way out to where we're going to stealth camp out. So, welcome to come along. Hope you enjoy this. You're gonna see everything it takes me and Dusty to do to hide in the woods. Okay, bye. Okay, got Dusty on our way stealth camping. Stay with us. Okay, there's the trail that we just drove down. We drove into this open field and we hid the truck right there. Now, I'm going to walk backwards and show you how well hidden this thing really is. Stand by. Alright, the trail is right behind me. Goes down to the water. In fact, there's the water right there. Looks a little muddy. There's the other part of the trail. And when we drove in, I parked it right behind that pine. And you can see it's quite well hidden. Now, hiding a truck, it's not as hard as it looks. As you can see, as I walk down, it gets even harder and harder to see. I'm going to walk up a little bit. There you can see a little bit of the, and it looks like my truck door is open. Can't tell. But the truck is located right at that camouflage. The minute you get to here, and we're only talking maybe 6 feet difference, you can't see a thing. So that's it. We're going to go up and get our camp spot now. Okay, here's the beginning of it. The rucksack's sitting right in the middle, right about where my tent's going to be. Then I'm going to put up the burlap and show you how this thing's going to completely disappear. Well, here's a new one. I get the burlap up. It's pretty well hidden. I'm going to go walk behind it and just show you what I got. All right, here we go. Then we'll take a walk around so you can see what it looks like from a distance. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to show you the difference about Dusty's. His is a pretty visible white, silver type one-man tent. What we're going to do is get some limbs from evergreens and cover this side as much as possible to really break up that outline. I'll show it to you when we're done. Now you might be able to see this real well on film. But my tent is set up behind there. And I'm going to go walk by it again just to show you what it looks like. I think that's what you call pretty well hidden. As you saw, I undid the door and opened it up, and you don't see any difference. So that's a pretty good hide right there. Clear. I got the fishing rod out, got the string on it, put the handle on it. You saw the whole thing. So I'm going to let this sit here. Got my other camera. We're going to go down to the water and see if we can't catch something. Maybe cook it later for supper. Who knows? Okay, we come down by the water's edge and decided to do a little fishing. It's only about a quarter-mile walk. There's Dusty going at it. Little Rapala. He's had one on that jumped off. I've had one tiny sunny on, but we're here during the heat of the day, so I don't believe it's the best time to do fishing. But while we're here, along that island right in there, fish jumping after fish jumping after fish jumping, and I believe it's carp that are doing, there you go. You might have seen it. It was right off to this side right here. And there's rings in the water, so they're eating, but we don't know what they're taking. Okay, I'm gonna let Dusty film me a little bit, so stand by. Another one just jumped way over there. Not very good fishing today, but fishing is fishing. Both rods we're using are pack rods. This is a fold down rod. Or what do they call extension? What do they call these?
Telescopic?
Telescopic, yes, thank you. One more cast, Dusty, and it's all yours. So you got the good reel. I'd love to catch one on film and show up Cole Craven, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, give this back to Dusty.
Spoon back on.
All right, that should do it for me. I'm going to go up and relax a little. Maybe make myself a little bit of, oh, there we go again. There you can see the rings right there. They're here. That one's jumped a couple times, but we can't get to them. Too much hard tree, hard bush right there. Maybe better a little bit later this evening. It's only 3 o'clock. We've been out here for an hour. So it's 3:15. Okay, heading to camp. Okay, you're going to hear me breathing a little hard. There's the top of the hill, but I want to show you something. Way down there, and we're talking 60 or 70 yards down is the actual water level. We're right on a ridge, and where Dusty and I were fishing, way down at the bottom of that hill. So I'm 3/4 of the way up. It's beautiful out here. I mean, it is flat, beautiful out here. I'm about to hit our parking area, get some water to drink, and get up to our stealth camp. Bye. Well, this is going to be a new experience. Gonna try this, see what happens. My back is hurting, gonna take a break. Yes, comfortable. Oh, I didn't make this as a hammock to sleep in, just to sit back, let the back relax. Oh, oh, so nice. There's a little breeze blowing. Trees are barely moving, but boy, I can feel it. Plus, I've got my little bug chaser fan on. It's keeping them away from my face. I guess if I slid down, I really could go to sleep in this thing. Sounds like I hear Rusty coming up through the woods. I see somebody coming. Nap's over. All right, this is the way you relax. Got Dusty on the camera. Got the camp behind us. Set this up as a chair. Not as a lounge chair, just as a relaxing chair. But The back was hurting. The neck was hurting a little bit. Shoulder was hurting from fishing. So I decided to come up and tie this into trees and just kick back and relax. Hey Wayne. Hey Russell. Well, that sounded funny. How about Survival Lily, in case you're watching? Or Golrica, if you're out there, you need to come here in Pennsylvania. Hey Russell, if you'll notice, there's no flies around the camera. It's a little breezy out here. They do show up, they bug you a little bit. And we'll probably have some mosquitoes tonight. But nothing like you guys got up there in Canada. Nothing like it. This is so relaxing. You guys need to come down here sometime. Hook up with me, we'll go out in the woods and I'll show you what Pennsylvania's all about. Hey, maybe I'll even come up to Canada and visit you guys. All right, we're going to turn that thing off for now. It's a couple hours of daylight left. I have 5 o'clock. By 8:30, it's going to be too dark to film. So just going to wrap this up until we eat some supper. Then I'll get back to you. All right, Dusty, that's it. I'm not the only one that likes kicking back. The chair comes in handy. There's Dusty relaxing. He made it back from fishing. I got to get down to the truck and refill my water. Okay, folks. Finally going to make some spruce tea. Of course, we got to get this thing aimed properly. How's that? That's better. Finally going to make some spruce tea. So let me get out my little cook kit. Show you what I got here. As I explained on my prep for lid's still in here. There's my cook pot. Titanium, very happy with it. Now here's what I told you back there. Inside my drinking cups, I'm full of lint. Now if I remember how to make this stuff, both Wayne and Russell had told me that got to boil the water first. Then you put the needles in and let them steep, or you lose all the vitamin C. So that's what I'm going to do. And the cup rolls halfway down the hill. Alright, you can say I'm cheating, but I'm going to use a Bic lighter to get this thing going. So the water's heating. Now I'm going to go break down the white pine needles that I just picked. It's still fresh growth. So let's see what happens. Okay, here's the trick of the white pine. I'm going to show you real quick if you can see this. Each little limb has 5, 1, 2, 3. Well, this one has 6. 6 little green stems on it. Now, what I am doing is only using about the top half. These are very, very, very tender. It's all new growth, so it should have plenty of juice in there. That was one limb. I'm only going to do 2. I've got about a half a cup. Get the water boiling. It smells great. Pour it in and let it steep. I'll be back. All right, showing my tree stove with the new air. Okay. From the old Sterno stove to stop the little bit of breeze from blowing the flame everywhere. And as you can see, that flame is hitting the bottom of that pot perfect. It's not going anywhere else. So I believe I've got this game beat. Looks like it's going to work out pretty good. Okay, we brought it to a heavy boil. Just turned it off. I hope this thing doesn't go anywhere. So this is my first time, guys. I'm taking my lessons from you. Gonna let that steep. White pine, spruce tea. We'll see what happens. I'll get back to you. Okay, we're talking taste test here. I got it. Got all the needles out. At least most of them. And taking sips. It is still quite hot, but it is not bad. Knowing that it has vitamin C and some minerals and vitamins in there. Well, I don't know about vitamins, but yeah, we had to move some tents up here, and Dusty moved behind mine. But that's okay. He's well hidden. Well hidden.
Still gonna throw the branches that we have onto this side.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. That'll cover it up. Up there you don't have to worry. Down here a little open. But hey, we're having a good time. Got our fishing in. We're gonna go back. I got my hammock set up. I'm gonna go down here and sit right now and relax. But that's it for now. Drink my white pine tea. Very, very, very light. Just about as light as you buy, even lighter than you can buy in the stores. And it has a little green tint to it. And when you let it steep, all the green color comes out of the white pine needles and turns the water a very, very light green. But it's so good. It's tasty. No sugar, no nothing. Straight white pine. Okay, I'll get back to you. Well, everybody, it's supper time. I have 10 to 6. We're going to have us some freeze-dried vegetable, and I'm going to put in some Vienna sausage in there, just like Sheldon likes his little mini hot dogs in his spaghetti. I'm going to have me this Vienna sausage in my vegetable soup. Going to get this water boiling here. And I figured out one other thing I'm going to need out here in the woods. As you can see, I've got my tree table. It's a little lopsided right now, but I'll fix that. But I don't have a table to set my stuff on. So I'm thinking I'm going to make another one of these, and I'm going to put it down here on the tree so that I can take my cup. Oops, almost dropped that. Don't want to do that. So I take my cup and I can set it down here and be cooking while standing. So much better. All right, let's get this thing going. Okay, there's my supper. Supposed to let it sit for 8 minutes. Got the little Vienna sausage in there. Vegetable soup. There it is. Now let's walk over to Dusty's. And there you have the Trangia stove inside. Ah, Dusty. That metal piece I have on,
it's to protect the handle.
On this side is to protect the handle.
Alright, then I'll just leave.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go. Now the handle I'm talking about is that little piece of metal right there that I pop riveted in place. stops the heat from coming up in that one area and concentrates it more on the whole pot. So, there we go. He's going to have beef stew. That's a bass.
Oh.
That is a bass.
A tiny bass.
Yep, that's this year's bass.
I thought it was a creek jug. I'm sorry.
Okay, and I'm going to
Switch to a spoon?
switch to a spoon. All right, I'm out. Well, it might be too dark, but we got one light here to light our area. Just barely see the tent. Barely see Dusty's tent. And I can't see Dusty. Oh, there he is. All right, that's about there you go. That's about it for tonight. We're just going to sit around and talk and bullshit. Yeah, it's really too dark to see anything. So that's about it for tonight, guys. I'll turn you back on tomorrow morning. Good night. Well, good morning, everybody. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Dusty's down there taking care of business. Gonna get me some coffee going here very shortly. Had to retie my boots. Couldn't get to sleep for the first 2 hours last night. Then I finally got to sleep and woke up every hour. Finally crawled into the sleeping bag this morning about 3 and zipped it up. We had owls visiting us last night like you would not believe. Did you hear them?
I think I might have. I don't remember.
Wow, it sounded like he was in this big tree right here somewhere. Right here. I opened the front of my tent, looked out with a flashlight because I heard either mice or something in the way of maybe an opossum walking through. And I only opened it up a crack, maybe about 4 inches to stick my flashlight out. And one of them big mosquito hawks got into my tent. Right in that little hole. So now it's time for me to go take care of business. All right, I'll be back. Breakfast of champions. Gots to have the coffee. Okay. Too early in the morning. This kick starts me every day. So, of course, mine got done on the tree stand, and Dusty's has gotten done on the old sterno stove with a Trangia underneath it. Starting to slowly break down the tent. Got the air coming out of the air mattress. Finally zipped into the sleeping bag about 3:30 this morning. It stayed warm in there. Oh wow, it stayed warm in there. That little Trangia does a darn good job. Look at that sucker cooking. Look at that thing cooking. Thought it was hot.
No, I just took it out so that would boil faster.
Oh.
To cook, so I'll get my coffee going.
Yep. Okay. That's it. Good morning, everybody. Standing here drinking our coffee. You see how it's getting lighter and lighter out. And all of a sudden, Dusty says, hey, there's the sunrise. Right through the trees. There she is. Should be warming up here any second, too. Alright, the only thing we're worried about today is that storm's coming in. And if that sun does come up like it is with this humidity, yeah, we're going to get storms. I hope we'll be home by then. Pretty sure we will. We'll probably got to go down and do a little bit of fishing this morning first. So, yep, it's getting bright. Sun's probably, yeah, it's already in the treetops up there. Wow. Such a pretty picture. Man.
Oh.
All right. That's what I like to see. Son of a gun. On a spoon. I can't believe that. Wow, that looks like a weaver grabber.
It's a little tiger.
Little tiger. Son of a gun. Little Sonny on a little tiger. Well, somebody got one. All right, I'm out. All right, here we go, Kelty. Air mattress. As thin as that is, keeps me up off the floor, makes it comfortable, blows up in seconds. Takes a little longer to get the air out of it. But this doesn't roll like your normal air mattress. This folds into a nice little square, fits right in the rucksack. Okay, Dusty, off. All right, you all saw me folding up the air mattress, Kelty. Here's what it looks like when it's completely packed. That's it. 6 by 8 inches, less than 2. I still have a little bit of air in there. When I get home, I'll flatten it. But that's it. There's the Kelty. Something I'm very happy with. Comes with its own little repair kit inside this bag. Makes it really nice for sleeping. So much better than that Big Bertha. I stand corrected. Big Agnes. They're nice. They're comfortable. Yes. But you're talking about the weight. You're talking about the size. The weight of this one here is, we're talking 14 ounces. And it's perfect for my size, and I'm a pretty big guy. So, Kelty, thank you. And here comes the last part of the breakfast. Had my Spam, and now we're going to have a cinnamon bun. Stand by and I'll tell you when I open it up. Hang on. Alright, here's what the cinnamon bun looks like. Nice and thin. It's pretty tasty. Stand by. Good little piece of cake. Last half of the breakfast. Well, there it is. Our stealth camp is broken down. Leaves put back where our tents were so it don't look so bad. Ready to carry our sacks out. Of course, everything I get out of my sack is laying right there. Can't get it back in because everything's out of order. Dusty's emptying the water we brought up. But that's it. We're about ready to leave. It's 20 to 10. We'll probably be out of here by 10. I'll have Dusty home by 10:30. I'll be home by 11. So that worked out pretty good. Then I can sit down and edit this thing. Okay, bye.